to you. This is Fox 6 News.
And first at 6, two 13-year-olds accused of murder are now pointing the finger at each other.
Yeah, they're accused of killing a 78-year-old Sheboygan Falls woman. That woman, the great-grandmother of one of those teenagers. Now, our Tammy Hughes here live now with the latest developments in court today, and it was pretty graphic, Tammy.
And he was upset.
That was how one agent described 13-year-old Nathan Pop. Pop allegedly told investigators he went along with 13-year-old Antonio Barbeau's plan back on September 17th to rob and kill Barbeau's great-grandmother, 78-year-old Barbara Olson.
At one point, she let them into the house, and he had a hatchet, which he used the blunt end and struck her in the head at least twice. And then Nate also used a hammer and was striking her in the head.
Olson was hit next with the sharp end of the hatchet, but the teens are each blaming each other for that. Prosecutors argue they may look young, but they knew what they were doing.
As a prosecutor, you don't look at the Justin Bieber haircuts or their innocent faces. You look at what they did, whether they're 13 or whether they're 80. That's how I think all prosecutors look at people. You are how you act.
Barbeau's attorney said this case is extremely difficult for his family, who is also grieving the loss of a loved one.
They loved Barbara Olson, they love Antonio Barbeau, and it is an extremely difficult balancing act. I can't imagine what they're going through, and I wouldn't even pretend to understand what they're going through, and I don't think you could unless you've gone through something like it.
And Barbara Olson's body was found by a family member, we don't know who, but a family member in her own Sheboygan Falls garage on September 19th. Both of the defense attorneys in this case are going to try and get it tossed back to juvenile court because the teens are just 13. But they made it clear today, the prosecutor said the burden of proof is going to be on those defense attorneys. And so far, a date for that hearing has not yet been scheduled. Reporting live in Sheboygan, I'm Tammy Hughes, Fox 6 News.
Tammy, thank you. A special prosecutor is now working on the case of Derek Williams, the suspect who died in the